100, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Holding, proceeding.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
All right, offense, let's go. Increase the defense. We gotta make it go. Keep up with our attack.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them because they shut down the run, they shut down the pass. I think at one point, the question was whether or not they could actually hold them to negative yardage for the entire game. That's how well they played. I don't know if those numbers can carry over to this one, but they do expect to play at a high level.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got
touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 55 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass, Isaac.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started. So they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago.
6 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. After 7-0 on the A's. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing he was worried about when he thinks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this throw will be intercepted. Inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a full circle short.
I bet they thought they'd pick that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On second down, they'll run it here. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there.
Sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Touchdown.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down.
The situation here, I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive.
Keep it tight, defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. Gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
And the Bears first down.
Caught on the right side, Reed. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A very solid gain of 27. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And it is 28-0.
Bears nothing. Jake Moody, the kickoff.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Taken in at the 22. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They give it to Freeman up the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
2nd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Falcons! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
35. There's nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw here.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. He'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
101 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
An extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were